G'day everyone. Well, we had an opening of each of the cheeses, but I thought it'd be nice to do a direct comparison of all three as well. So we have our Wensleydale, our Wreck Wensleydale, and our Cheddar ready for tasting. So we're going to take a little slice off each, and this is quite a firm, I wouldn't say rubbery because it's quite crumbly. We'll take a little bit of our wrecked Wensleydale and a thin slice of our Cheddar. Now the Cheddar has all these bubbles in it, and I'm not quite sure why, and I'm not sure it's meant to. So that's one thing with it, and it's quite soft and pale. I think that's because it needed aging, further aging. Our wrecked Wensleydale is quite crumbly and dry, but it has the lumps where the cream wasn't properly mixed in to the cheese itself, and I'll try that and see what it tastes like. And then we have our real Wensleydale. That looks very much like a cheese should. None of these have a very strong aroma. They do smell like cheese. But this is moister, I think, more plasticky than the wrecked Wensleydale and the Cheddar. Has a deeper yellow colour too. So let's compare the taste. Which way should we start? We'll start with the Cheddar. Definitely cheese. It doesn't have the same texture of cheese cheddar that you would buy. Almost powdery actually, but nice. Quite nice, and I think it'll age really well. I'll compare it to our good Wensleydale, and as I said, the texture is quite different. If we look at it, the colour's very different too. So the Cheddar's very white, very pale. The Wensleydale has gone the yellow you would expect of a cheese. Again, could be to do with the aging. The texture is definitely more cheese-like. Again, fairly dry, and I think it'll end up quite crumbly if we age it a bit more. It has a nuttiness and a slight saltiness to it, not much. But both are very nice. I'm beginning to like them even more the more I taste them. And this is the real surprise. This is the wrecked Wensleydale. It doesn't smell off, there's no mould on it. It again is quite pale, so if we compare it to the good Wensleydale, in fact we'll do a comparison of all three, we can see it's the same sort of colour as the Cheddar, except around the edge there. So we'll have a taste and see what it's like. Oh, it doesn't go well. That bit where the cream wasn't mixed in properly, it's like eating butter. It probably is just cultured butter, but it shouldn't be separate, it should be mixed in. So that's a bit off-putting. It doesn't taste bad or anything, but it's certainly not something I would do on purpose. But the taste of the cheese, actually I think the camera person got this close. It's almost like a feta. And the texture's like a very, very firm feta. But I do like it actually. And that's very surprising that the Wensleydale that we completely messed up the recipe for, number one, it's edible, and number two, it's actually quite pleasant. So I'm going to re-wax some of these, pop them back in the cheese cave for a bit more maturing, but this lot we will eat. So if you haven't tried making cheese, I strongly recommend giving it a shot. It's a lot of fun. Is it as good as the cheese you buy in the shop? I would say every bit as good, but different. But it's yours, you made it. And it will make your dog incredibly happy. So I enjoyed making the cheese. I'd enjoy seeing your comments on what you think the cheeses turned out like, even though you can't taste them. So like, subscribe, and let me know what you think. Enjoy life, and share the cheese.